Rice on News 24 at 10 next.
Tonight, the Illinois Department of Transportation is putting up signs like these to alert drivers of an upcoming lane closure due to the I-57 expansion, and continuing coverage after a tornado strikes McCracken County, plus a pair of bills filed in Springfield aimed to lower prescription drug costs. We have those stories and more tonight on a Friday night edition of News 24 at 10.
Little Egypt's breaking news source. This is News 24 at 10.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us. We have a lot of news to get to tonight, but we begin with the weather, where dry conditions have finally arrived. Here's Terry with the latest. All right, thanks, Terry. The Illinois Department of Transportation is putting up signs like these to alert drivers of an upcoming lane closure due to the I-57 expansion. According to IDOT, crews will begin working on a 5-mile stretch of the interstate between mile markers 59 at Johnston City and mile marker 63, located just south of West Frankfort. During this time, one lane in each direction will be closed between mile marker 56 and 65. Crews will be adding an additional lane in each direction, adding rumble strips, a barrier wall, new pavement markings, and resurfacing existing lanes. The work will begin on April 1st and last throughout the spring and into next year. The Illinois State Police says the public should expect delays on the interstate, especially during rush hour. Today, traffic levels average 39,000 vehicles per day, and that level is predicted to grow to nearly 50,000 vehicles per day by 2030. According to IDOT, these volumes, coupled with the large number of heavy truck traffic, will soon compromise safety and traffic mobility on the interstate. The full project will cost over $7.6 million to complete. As a result of the expansion, the city of Marion is on a proposal to build a rest area on part of the Marion Star Bond District near the Hill exit. If approved, the rest area would hold 130 spaces for truckers. Marion Mayor Anthony Ranella says he is excited for the I-57 expansion and is also excited for the possibility for a new rest area. He is also glad that truckers will have a place to park. The city will find out if they are approved for the proposal this summer. If they are, it will be the only rest area of its kind south of Chicago. Local business owners we talked to in Marion say the expansion and rest area could boost Marion's economy by over $60,000 per year, giving them some help. Within the next 10 years, the project will expand from the I-24 exit all the way up to the I-64 exit in Mount Vernon. Work on the stretch from Johnston City to West Frankfort is expected to last until late 2020. About a dozen homeowners spent today salvaging what they could after an EF2 tornado roared through McCracken County yesterday. The damage at each home is a little different, but the recovery effort is the same. Family, friends, and neighbors coming together to pick up the pieces. The tornado knocked over fencing at his home on Moore Road and ripped off the roof. It also shattered windows and threw around belongings in his living room. But Holmes says he's staying. Ten-year-old Lily Easley also rolled up her sleeves to help a pair of homeowners very special to her. The tornado tore off the roof and toppled a large tree that once stood in the front yard. Easley's grandfather was home at the time. Larry McGregor's dad also experienced that frightening moment. Incredibly, there were no reports of any serious injuries at any of the homes damaged. The focus now is on recovery. The long process is just getting underway. Insurance adjusters also visited the properties today. Homeowners tell us they're waiting for guidance on how they should move forward with rebuilding their houses. The director of a food pantry damaged by strong winds Thursday said she plans to reopen next week. Winds tore part of the roof off of the Murfreesboro food pantry. Executive Director Megan Austin said staff members moved food around in the warehouse to protect it, but there wasn't any damage inside. The shop was closed today as a precaution, and Austin said she's optimistic about reopening Monday. She said she's not sure how much repairs will cost. A pair of bills filed in Springfield aim to lower prescription drug costs. Both bills address pharmacy benefit managers and their role in the drug buying process. But what goes into the price you pay for prescriptions at the pharmacy? Drug companies have to worry about the cost to make drugs, and pharmacies have to keep the lights on. Insurance companies, including state-run Medicaid, usually cover some of the cost of those drugs, and they use pharmacy benefit managers to help. He says pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs for short, also negotiate prices with drug companies and sometimes get rebates to lower prices. Calcaterra said they don't always pass those savings on to other customers. House Bill 465 and Senate Bill 652 aim to regulate PBMs. Calcaterra said they're largely the same, and they tackle a number of things, including reporting requirements for PBMs and a cause that requires pharmacists to tell customers about cheaper forms of their prescriptions. Currently, PBMs can write gag orders into their contracts with pharmacists, but these bills would prevent that. The Pharmaceutical Care Management Association, a lobbying group that represents PBMs, responded to the bills in a statement, saying these bills could actually raise prices by adding unnecessary regulation. Tom Wogan, a PR consultant with the PCMA, said the industry is willing to work with lawmakers. Wogan said the organization also supports gag clauses, and he said it's his ultimate goal to also reduce drug prices. Both bills were amended this week to add language regulating pharmacy benefit managers. Neither amendment has been voted on yet in committee. And much more local news, sports, and weather is next on News 24 at 10. But first, here's a look at your national headlines.